In the world of Disney Plus shows, one of the ones that I was very excited about was Loki, because I am a big fan of that character. I think he's one of the most interesting characters. Now remember, this is prior to the Loki series. I think Loki, is played by Tom Hiddleston, is one of the most interesting, multifaceted, multidimensional characters that the MCU has had. A character who's introduced to us in the first Thor film that ultimately became about a guy who just desperately really wanted the validation and approval and acceptance of his adopted father, whose life becomes even more turned upside down when he realizes he's not even Odin's real son. I mean, of course he's his real son, but he's not his biological son. And he finds out that he's Frost Giant. And when you have a character who is already struggling with his identity, struggling with whether or not he has the approval of his father, the love of his father, and then you introduce that in the mix, we see it drive more. Anyway, I think it's a brilliant story told brilliantly by Kenneth Branagh. I love the first Thor film. I think it is the second most underrated comic book film of all time. Only behind, Man of Steel. But yeah, I just think it's a brilliant thing. So when they were coming out with a Loki series, I was damn excited. Really excited. At the end of the day, I thought Loki was all right. I didn't love the show like I wanted to. I think it had some major, major flaws. I still overall liked it, and I'm glad I watched it. But I'll tell you what I loved about it. The thing I loved about Loki was anytime Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston were on screen together. I think their characters and their dynamic were absolutely incredible. I love the two of them together. Like any scene where the two of them are on screen together and just talking, to me, that's when this show was firing on all cylinders. Like I liked Lady Loki. I liked a number of the episodes. There are other elements that definitely did work. But to me, when this show was really living up to its promise was when Hiddleston and Wilson were on screen together. Now, this is interesting. A video clip has come out online that is basically giving us our first look at these two guys together. So there's obviously Owen Wilson, Tom Hiddleston standing beside him. They're both decked out in what looks like tuxedos or whatever the outfits are. They're obviously going to some kind of function. Maybe they're undercover. Maybe they're whatever it is that they're doing. This, even something as little as this, to me, is very encouraging. That, now look, for all I know, 95% of Loki season 2 will have, Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston not on screen together. Maybe. But if you're somebody like me, and the thing that for you works the most in the Loki series is when the two of them are together. And the very first bit of footage or image that gets leaked out is showing that the two of them are together. By the way, Mason Harris just became a director, has been a director level member for 3 months. Thank you, Mason. When the two characters that you are excited about the most being together, and that's the very first thing that comes out, for me, it's encouraging. I hope that Disney Plus and Marvel and Feige learn that lesson from Loki season 1, that have these two guys on the screen together as much as possible. Make it a buddy cop show for whatever it is. Now, of course, that'll depend heavily on what the story is, and I don't know what the story of Loki season 2 is, so maybe that doesn't fit the story, but that notwithstanding, I really do hope they find a way to put these two guys on screen together as much as possible. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about that? We got our first kind of glimpse of Loki season 2. We're seeing Owen Wilson, Tom Hiddleston together. Maybe the show was your favorite of the MCU shows. Maybe it was your most hated. Maybe you're not looking forward to it all. Maybe you're looking forward to it the most. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Storyblocks. Guys, I have been an enthusiastic fan and user of Storyblocks for years. I go to them whenever I'm in need of content creation assets like royalty-free music, video clips, or templates for my creative projects, ranging anywhere from little editorial videos to my very own full-feature documentary. Storyblocks helps you bring your stories, videos, and projects to life without sacrifices due to time, budget, or access to resources. They have over 1 million different story assets ranging from stock videos, audio and music, an in-browser video editor, and they feature pre-designed templates, animations, and outros. Storyblocks uses an affordable subscription model, and their unlimited access plans offers, well, unlimited video and audio downloads rather than a costly pay-per-clip model. With Storyblocks, you'll be able to create more content and, more importantly, better content, all while using a subscription plan that fits your budget, utilizing unlimited downloads of demand-driven and diverse content. So if you're interested in upping your content creation game, head over to www.storyblocks.com/Campea and get started today. That's www.storyblocks.com/Campea.